Welcome, and welcome back everybody to another episode of our Ziggurat 2 playthrough. We are back for some more. In this episode, we have you know what? It's been long enough. I've been putting it off. So let's just do it. We're gonna do for every item, siphon. Every time you use siphon, you get a kill. I didn't know that's how that worked. That might have changed, but I don't know. But yeah, we're doing the Ziggurat trial itself, rather than just playing through the game as normal with choosing paths and all that. Yeah, we're just gonna do it this way. Okay. So, 'tis another fine day for gaming, which is pretty much what my days nowadays consist of. Got a great spell to choose from. I don't know how these work. So we get all this stuff, right? We get all the effects, real nice, happy to see them, absolutely. But like, we don't know if like it doesn't say how many upgrades it has. I guess it doesn't matter because this is a Ziggurat challenge. But then what do we use the coins for again? I feel like I've forgotten everything that I learned from like, okay, yeah, we can't just, oh wow. They got me. He got me there. I thought that I had that in the bag. Turns out it was I who was the fool. Oh, landed right on the edge of the freaking corner, dude. That was a close one. But a Korean straight off. Max HP increase. We will definitely take that. It's a nice thing, especially for like the first room of the run. You know, it's a nice chill area. Speaking of chill. Over here we got Spell Collector. We can kind of just take it. We could even take... Oh, that's Freezing Hail. Interesting. We don't have enough coins for it, though. I don't think we need it either. I think we're just fine with Hellish Ember. We're also starting with the Soul Wand. Oh, we don't have enough money for anything. That was my bad. I overestimated the... I don't actually know where we got the 3 coins from. I imagine it was from opening the chest that was in that room. That could have been anything. But I mean, no, actually it really couldn't be anything else, I guess is the actual way to say that. Hello, yes. Are you a fireman? Okay, I guess the wall was my true target at the end of the day. Okay. How did he hit me with that? And then just hit him with one of these. You light them all on fire. Our mana is apparently doing pretty bad. But the siphon should heal us a little. Not heal us. Technically it's not healing because we're only getting barrier and we're not necessarily getting HP. But it's like, you know, pretty bad hit right there. It's essentially the same thing. Like it's not that much different, right? There we go. Oh, okay. How many of these guys are there? This is only the first area. I shouldn't be having too much trouble with this. But I feel like I am. It certainly feels like there's a bit of effort, an extra amount of effort that's required for a room like this, but I'm sure once I get back into the swing of things, it'll all be back to normal. Today's a little bit of an odd recording session for me. Well, it's not really this one, more like the one beforehand, but that was because, for whatever reason, I recorded a couple of episodes a couple of days ago that were going to be posted. And if you check on the channel, I mean, I guess depending on when you watch this, if you check on the channel or you check on when this was released, you'll see there was a big difference, or there's a big hole in my release schedule. And that was just because I had some recording trouble. Even more recording trouble. Sleight of hand doesn't really matter to me too much. So I'll just take the wand BS. See, now I gotta figure something out about perks, you know? Because it might be the case. I doubt it, but it might be the case that when you get a perk, you have a higher chance of getting the perk again since you're leveling it up at that point. I'm talking about obviously perks that level up. But so I don't know if taking that might have made it more likely to show up in the future. Whoa, new enemies. Brand new enemies. What in the hello? Ow. Okay. I hadn't seen these dudes before. But as I was saying, the I ended up having to scrap those episodes because OBS didn't record any sound. It didn't record any microphone sound. It didn't record any in-game desktop actual computer capture. So it was just basically nothing except for the face cam. I could have used the audio from the face cam, but I don't think that would really make for a good episode. So these two, I don't mind. I'll take meditation because I feel like we might find life awareness again in the future, for the same reason that I'm afraid of getting that wand link in the future, if you know, already said it. But yeah, I've, you know, issues like that are always like, you know, there is a bright side to that sort of situation. Because, you know, on one hand, it's very saddening because, you know, I lost a bunch of work that I had done. But in another sense, you know, is a problem that I've never had to deal with before. It's a problem that might come up again in the future. So the fact that like I now have like in my mind to, you know, be sure, you know, I have like an extra step on the checklist for like getting ready for this sort of thing, you know? And I don't think that's a bad thing because, you know, it's an important step. It's not one that I had to, you know, worry about in the past, but like now that I do have the knowledge that it could be a problem, the fact that like I know to check for it means that it will never, essentially, hopefully it'll never happen again, right? It's better to know more and to be aware of like what else might go wrong than to like be ignorant. At least that's how I feel right now. You know, if you ask me at a different time, I might be like, no, ignorance is definitely the better deal. Look at this. This is the one I'm talking about. Wand expert, not wand link. I think wand link is something similar to that. I don't know. Oh yeah, word. We have to re-unlock all the stuff in this version. I actually even forgot about that. So that's why we will not be seeing too many new weapons here. This is a little unfortunate. I think that's like the main problem why I don't really feel like playing Ziggurat mode too often. Is because, you know, it's a little less fun when you gotta unlock everything again. And like here's like, and this is like a something about me in general, is I hate having to start over and like do something that I've already done before. Like if it's okay, if it's something that you know, if it's something I've never done before, first time, no problems, no qualms, all happiness, right? But if it's something that, oh, that was a bad shot. If it's something that like I have done before, I've dealt with before, and I have to do it all over again and start from scratch, that'll generally just get me to stop. Like if it's like between, you know, doing it a second time or not doing it at all, I'll almost always default to not at all. I mean, that's one of like the problems I have with like RPGs sometimes is because, and I've talked about, you know, gaming burnout before. You know, you kind of play a game too much, and well, the way that I play games especially is like where that tends to be a problem. Because like, you know, you play a game too much, and you end up burning out. You don't really want to play it anymore. And if it's an RPG, that's all the worse because there's like an actual story that in theory you're trying to follow, right? So in practice, you are like taking essentially like a huge break from the storyline, from this thing that at one point might have had, you know, some significance to you, some actual, you know, you actually cared about the characters, you actually cared about the plot, about the goings on. But you know, as with time, as it passes, you know, those things kind of fade away. You don't really care as much as you used to. And suddenly, you're just like, I don't even know why I even was playing this game. I don't know what was happening. I don't know what I was doing. All I know is that like I'm in this cavern, I'm in this freaking valley, and like the enemies are hard, and like I don't even know what direction I'm supposed to go anymore. I don't even know where on the map I am. You know, those sort of things are the things that just kind of ruin isn't the right word, but you know, they suck out the joy, they suck out the motivation. That's also how I felt about playing Stardew Valley, because I played Stardew Valley like hard. Like we don't have one, do we? Do we? Oh, yo, they added it. Fine, thank you so much. If you hit control right over here, you can see the character sheet to figure out what is actually like up with your character. That way you can be like, you don't have to be like me and be like, oh, I don't remember what we had, if we already had this or that. Now we can actually know that we do want that. Red Crystal is awesome because it's HP. Anything that'll help me survive is wonderful in my book. 100%. 100%. But yes, in Stardew Valley, I was just kind of just going hard because I love farming games in general, and like I used to play the crud out of Harvest Moon and stuff, so it was like awesome. I was playing the crap baskets out of it. Oh yeah. I'd like to keep my fire, at least although I do like this spell more, and it is level 3. It's a higher level than level 2 Hellish Ember, so we'll just take it. Purely for that reason. I guess that's like a good reason to kind of, you know, rotate through the things. Freeze, please. Okay, that's fine. Whoa, freeze please. A freeze please. Okay. The firing rate, I mean, the firing rate has been increased, hasn't it? Oh, I have to find shards. I was just standing here just kind of kiting the guys and shooting them down nice and easy. Turns out I need to get a move on. Let's get moving. It's my you know, you need to pepper in the Sonic Adventure 2 battle quotes throughout the episodes, just so they never forget that you can't fully be trusted because your taste is a little compromised. At the very least, it was in the past. I don't know if I played like Sonic Adventure 2 battle like now, if I would enjoy it even like a little bit. It's mostly just nostalgia and the music. Nostalgia and music are like the two. Okay, whoa, oh, okay, are the two reasons why I love that game. But like I was saying with the Stardew Valley, it's just been after okay, that was not exactly the situation that you want to find yourself in. But yeah, with that game, it was just sort of just too much at once. I kind of lost interest for a little bit, and then whenever I wanted to go back, I was like, I don't remember what I was doing. That's the sort of game where, like, you know, there are like general goals, but it's sort of make your own fun, decide what you want to be, who you want to be, sort of thing. So I wasn't like sure exactly like what I was doing. Oh, I thought I could run past you. I wasn't necessarily sure like what goals I had at the time, so I was just kind of sort of lost, you know, and that's not really what you want in a game like that, right? Ooh, wonderful. Hey, we killed all of them at once. That's awesome. I didn't pick that up. I guess if we have the thing, see, more wand expert. Can you go away, please? Could you? Oh, we leveled up twice. Armor -5 incoming. I don't know what that means. You get -5% armor, -5% incoming damage. It's for enemies? Oh, -5% incoming damage. You have armor, and it gives you -5% incoming damage. I see. What's our HP looking like? 110. We lose 25% of it. That's a fair amount. But we will be able to get like higher levels of that HP thing since we got the first one. I hope. Fingers crossed. Who knows? But I wonder how many games are like not like that. How many games, like, instead of it being the case where, like, you know, you take a little break and it's just kind of, you've forgotten everything. How many games are there that you can just kind of jump into? I feel like that's like one of the main draws of roguelikes, right? Or roguelites, whatever you call it, wherever you are. It doesn't really matter. As long as when you say the words, they like know what you mean. Although depending on who you talk to, they might not know what you mean, especially if they're a semanticists like me. But like, you know, roguelites, you don't have to worry about story too much, like not too much, unless like it's really like what you're playing it for. In which case I'm like a little surprised and confused, but you don't really have to worry about story. You kind of just jump in, play the game. If you lose or whatever else, you're out, you know, that's it. And then you can jump out and just do it whenever you feel. And I feel like that might be part of the reason why I've been so drawn to roguelites in recent history. I mean, pretty much all the games, apart from, you know, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that I'm playing on this channel. I just decided on Warlock because I think it's a better. I don't want to lose a weapon right now. Although, I mean, I know we're picking them up willy-nilly, so maybe it wouldn't have been too bad. But at the same time, the 8 shield just doesn't feel that important to me, you know? But yeah, I think roguelites are just kind of where I am in my gaming journey, you know? My gaming lifestyle, my path through gaming, the trajectory, the zeitgeist, all those words that mean the same thing that I say to pad for time so I don't have to actually say or give any takes. Anyways, shooter. Oh wow, I missed all of them. Okay, but yeah, you know, it's a simple, kind of like junk food. It's kind of like junk food. Not to say that it's like, you know, not necessarily filling or like of the same, you know, value or pedigree as like other games, because I don't believe that. I mean, games are games. Our games are games, right? You play it to like, I mean, okay. Now we're getting to like, you know, what are games for? I mean, games are for fun. I think that's like a very understandable, hard to argue with, like, you know, phrase. Games are for fun. You play a game to have fun, generally. So, you know, how you end up doing so is, you know, up to the game player and the game maker, you know? If you are looking for something story driven that'll, you know, wrench your heart in various who are you? That'll wrench your heart in various directions and sort of, you know, leave you a changed person or like make you question your own life. There are games like that. They exist. And like, you know, more power to you. Play the crud out of those games. In fact, I also like playing those kinds of games as well. But you know, now, like nowadays, I don't necessarily have as much time or as much, you know, focus or ability to kind of just like inundate myself in a game's atmosphere. I'm not big on immersion as is anyway, like I've never have been as a person, so like that's not something that I worry about too much. It's not something that really drives me in gaming. But you know, I do still, you know, I like a good story. I like a good, you know, tale to be told, especially if it's told in like an interesting way or just in a compelling way, which, you know, means different things to different people. But yeah, I'll take a surprise. Okay, more spell collector. Man, my mana for spells is like gigantimous now. Okay, we got one of these. Yeah, but it's just, you know, these sorts of games are easier to consume. I don't have to worry about the actual linear consumption of the game. I can kind of just consume it in chunks, leave it be, come back a little bit later, and binge to my pleasure, you know. Oh yeah, I have that. I forgot. I was Argo. Hello? Oh yeah, keep burning yourself. That's actually ideal. No, you won't hit me with that. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. Oh, who shot me? Oh, these guys, they shoot like in threes. Any enemy that shoots in a spread is hard for me to dodge. If it's one straight shot like those goblins, you hear that whistly S that just came out of me? But yeah, if it's one straight shot like the goblins, that's easy, you know? But if it's like actual, whoa, ow. If it's like actual spread in there, then I'm gonna have a couple words. And by words, I mean the word is like trouble. I'll have trouble. Ooh, I got both of them. I'm surprised. Yeah, I think this will do just fine for enemies like this. And then pull some stuff towards you, get a little bit of barrier. And then, we got like, oh yeah. Oh, it's these guys. Wonderful. I hate these guys because they don't give enough XP to be worth the actual trouble that they cause. Although, I don't hate them as much as their fiery counterparts, at the very least, you know? Ow. Ow. I wish I had some sort of explosive attack. Yeah, one more. Pull all that towards you. That's going to give you a good amount of barrier. We got another wave in 8 seconds. We got a couple of enemies left. I don't even know how many. 2 more is my guess. Stop. Okay, yeah, defeat the remaining enemies. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's these people. Hello. Oh boy. I saw something with low health over here. I wonder what caused it. No idea. Okay. Stop walking into the fire, please. Oh, whoa, ooh! Who's the trapper? Is it you? No, are you the healer? No, you're the trapper. There you go. Are you the healer? You're the healer. And you're gone. Oh, these guys are strong to basic, that's true. But there's really not much I can do about the situation. Okay. You just gotta do what you gotta do with what you got. So, Druid or Heretic? I would like Heretic just for the actual, you know, the whole type coverage. Although we have 2 ice weapons now, so we're technically a bit redundant. So hopefully next floor we'll get like a different weapon, unlike one of these that we can use. What level is this? Is this Atlantean Spear, by the way? It's level 3. Our Soul Wand is level 1. I don't know what you can do to change that, right? Because you always start with a wand, and I've never seen a wand be one of the rewards here. So I don't think, at least as of right now, I don't know how we would even be able to do so. Woo! Is this the one that goes? Yeah, no, it's not. That's the water one, the wave staff or whatever it's called. I don't know. I have no idea what they call that, John, in this game. All right. There's a lot of y'all just coming and going, and mostly just staying. But most of them, it looks like, are down there. Which is not bad, because I can do this. And then hit him with one of these, and one of these, and then... Oh! Nope. Oh, hello. Nice to see y'all. Oh, came out of nowhere. There we go. I took a little extra damage there. But that's pretty good, pretty much gonna remedy the whole situation. How many are left? Not enough that they'll tell me the number. It seems that they only start telling you how many are left at, like... What number would it even be? Well, let's find out right now, right? Keep your eyes peeled, everybody. I'm gonna try to as well, but, you know... I also gotta try to not, like, die. 3 enemies. Looks like they tell you at 3. Which is fairly, like, late. Is how I would describe it. Also, don't forget, you got that nice Q action ready to go at any time. That's definitely gonna be, you know, that's gonna be a lifesaver. More often than not. Ooh. Ooh, okay. You know what I'm gonna do after I'm done with the recordings for the day? I'm gonna play some Tetris Effect. I've been I played Tetris Effect once. And I kind of got my butt handed to me. And then afterwards, I was like, you know, like I said, I had like a dream about Tetris, because I guess I'm that kind of guy. It's a curse? Okay, wonderful. I like that. I mean, it's better than like an actual, like, permanent bad thing happening, right? All it did was just hurt us. I mean, that's no big deal, really. That's everything in the floor. So, yeah, straight on to the boss. This is a second boss, yeah. But yeah, it kicked my ass. Had dreams about it. I generally have dreams about, like, activities and things that, like, I'm inundated with during the day. Although other times, I mean, it just kind of is random. I mean, dreams are dreams. I'm not actually going to talk about the content, because that feels like the most asinine commentary one could even come up with, right? Oh, this does pierce. That's fine. That's fine. Just keep hitting him. Don't worry about anything else. Just keep hitting him. Don't worry about anything else. Yep. He's already almost dead. Obviously, we got some enemies to take care of, but all the enemies will be dead if I kill him, right? So it's like actually like almost better to just not worry about them. He says as he completely worries about them. Worries about them. Yes, that is how the language works. Okay, we are out of all of our mana. I hit the wrong button. Ready? Okay. Run through, grab some of this stuff. Ow, he totally got me there. How? I don't even know. Okay, we got all of our stuff back. Okay. Okay. Gonna hit you with one of these. I'm gonna run because I'm afraid that you're gonna punch me or something. Ooh, gotta pick that up too. Alright. Oh, I ran into a gear. What was I talking about before this started? This always happens with pretty much any game, honestly. I start a thought or an idea, and then things get a little too hectic, and then that thought or idea is just gone to the wind. Gone with the wind. Gone and the wind. Gone beyond the wind. After the wind? Next to the wind? I don't know. We could go for this, but I think Spellslinger is definitely... I mean, if the other choice was like completely useless and meaningless, then I might have done that, but no. Right now, like, increased attack speed is like wonderful. Oh yeah, let's talk about Tetris though. If you are a fan of puzzle games at all, and somehow you have not played a lot of Tetris, or like it's just not been big on like your radar or whatever else, I'm trying to reposition myself on my base cam. But yeah, if that's something that you have any fleeting interest in or otherwise, I would 100% recommend playing Tetris Effect. Like it's such a cool game. It's chill, it's relaxing, it's also incredibly like stressful at the same time. So you're just kind of working hard. I feel like it doesn't pull any punches, which is exactly what you want. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I'm not that great at Tetris anymore. Oh, he did hit me. Oh, they're weak to fire though. I don't even know who you are. Oh. All right. A little rude. Did he explode in flames? I think he exploded in flames specifically because of that ability that this thing actually gives us, where enemies explode in flames, if you recall. Yes? Makes sense to everybody? Makes sense to me. All right. Yeah, it doesn't do that much damage though, despite the high level that I have attained in it. All right. Nice explosion. Okay. Ow. We really don't want to be getting hit by stuff like that. Oh, I've been cursed too, so that's actually going to make things even worse. I'm just going to use this gun. This gun, we're pretty much in the same situation. They're shooting me with shotguns. I'll shoot them with shotguns. That was a bad time to use Siphon there, because there was only like 2 things to pick up. And the more things that you pick up with Siphon, the better. Ah, oh. Right in the freaking forehead, dude. That was a headshot. I should be dead. It's surprising though, yeah. In this game, unlike what's it called? What's the name of that game? Something Fire. What is it called? I bring it up sometimes, right? Okay, 1 second. We can find out. We can find out. What's it called? It's called Gunfire Reborn. I was gonna say Something Fire Supreme. It just, you know, not unlike Gunfire Reborn. I got the fire part down. That's like one thing, but I think everything else is a little a little off, unfortunately. Okay. Yes, yes. I've sort of fallen off of Forager. A little unfortunate. Unfortunate? Yeah, that kind of works. Okay, so this doesn't actually lower anything. The HP is also quite nice. I don't really care about the 20 barrier that we get for it though. That's like a nothing bonus. I would have preferred just actual HP. Golden weapon. Let's go with golden weapon. Yeah, we can always siphon for, you know, that extra push as far as health goes. I don't think healing is going to be too much of a problem, especially since we have the red crystal to kind of mitigate any sort of issue that we run into as far as that goes. Woo! There we go. Now we're actually, oh wow, I walked right into it. Now we're okay. I walked right into that too. We're actually you know, dodging enemies and stuff. Like, we're actually like doing it. We do it. I don't even know when I made the transition, because I know I always used to complain about the fact that I don't use the E button, the dash, enough. But I feel like I do a lot more often now, you know? Like, to the point where it's like actually like, okay, hi, didn't know you were here. I guess that's fair. Standing in one place is like generally a terrible strategy for this game. Like, if you're just standing completely still, chances are you're gonna get hit in like at least 3 seconds, you know? Something's gonna find you and make you feel bad about standing in place. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. You don't want to just be cornering yourself like I'm doing at this exact moment in time. It's usually a bad idea. Oh, I can't dash. Pull some of that towards you. Oh, nice. All right, you got the next wave in like 2 seconds because that's the last guy. Yeah, I was right. Was I right? I think I was. These guys are we're not here before, ow. But we got a good plan for these guys. I'm gonna kill the trapper though, because he's gonna make my plan a little harder to pull off. Okay, what you do is you get them in a line. You make sure you don't miss anything though, that's important as well. You get them in a line and then you just go bang. And then you go bang. And that's how it's done. Only 2 enemies remaining. Who might they be? Oh no, they just hadn't spawned yet, is what happened. Hey, there you go. This weapon, I don't necessarily like the right click. I don't necessarily like the fact, like, the pierce is so narrow. I mean, it makes sense, but the enemies generally don't stand in a line in this game, so it doesn't feel as useful as it ought to feel, or as like other right clicks end up being, you know? Oh, okay, there goes all of that barrier that I painstakingly built up over the course of, I don't know, 2 seconds. It was just like one fell swoop, so it's not that big of a deal. Also, I still have not yet decided. We're like, what, 24, 25 episodes into this series. I still have not decided whether or not I want to use the scroll wheel to change weapons, whether or not I want to use the actual, oh, Scholar, wonderful. A little late to get something like Scholar, but it's almost always welcome. We're gonna go with Bookworm, even though the other Scholar would have been quite nice as well. Oh, you guys are giving us the good stuff now. I want Scavenger. I also want Haste. I want both. Can I get both? Haste will keep us alive. Scavenger will make us stronger. So I think we're going to go for the stronger, because we're not having that much trouble staying alive like right now. I mean, the game will consistently get harder. But that's just gaming. That's the way it should be, you know? We shouldn't expect anything less. Ow. I hate these guys. They make standing in one place annoying. Did I not get anything from that? That's insanity to me. I missed all of them. Okay. Okay, I missed all of them again. See, this shot is like, it's too tall. It fires too tall to actually like do anything to these dudes. Isn't that weird? Like, does no one else but me find that to be a little odd? That like I'm shooting a little too high up for these guys to even like be affected? All right. What did I was gonna say, what did I stand on there? There you go. That's the ideal situation for using a siphon right there. Ooh lordy. Ooh lordy. Oh my. You know something? In the last episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I was talking about anime that I was watching recently, and I totally forgot about I didn't forget, actually. I think I ran out of time. Technically, is what happened, but okay, these guys are weak to fire. I remember that. Oh, I got stuck on the wall. That was a really bad one there. This one right here. This one right here. Pull all that towards you. Get a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what those guys are weak to. What is poison weak to? Or what are those enemies, I guess, that are poison weak to? Makes sense. He can attack me through the or over the little wall that I hid under or next to. Ooh, the attack speed of this is actually pretty good too. Speaking of which, I should actually check out, or maybe I won't. See, I was about to say I should check out the what you get at like the highest mastery of this weapon, but I kind of want to, you know, save it for doing it the natural way. Not that this is necessarily unnatural, but that is what I decided to call it, so I'm going to stick by that. But yes, I was gonna say I didn't have enough time to talk about all the anime I've been watching that is new this season. I talked about Skate the Infinity in a different episode. I talked about Mushoku Tensei, and I also talked about So I'm a Spider, So What. But the other one that I didn't talk about was actually, I don't even remember, because you know, when you do watch as much anime as I do, the names aren't really important to you. And you kind of, you know, they just kind of meld together. You might have like a name. You might have like a nickname. What am I on? Oh my gosh, I'm going to die here. Oh no. Oh no. Help. Okay. Frick, dude, that was really bad. That was truly unfortunate. I'm glad that I'm alive, honestly. That's the only thing I'm glad about right now. Because, like, that was really, really trash. But, a long story short, the name, I don't actually like remember the name in Japanese. I know the name now because like I've seen the name translated to English and shown on you know, like what the actual anime is named, because I used to read it before I started to watch it, which is like pretty much the general trend for things I watch. You know what? Quick chapstick break. All right, everybody. We have applied a fresh coat, well moisturized and ready to masticate. Not really masticate because we're not eating, but I just, you know, I wanted to alliterate at the time. Telekinetic doesn't matter to me. Sleight of hand is not that important. Transmutation, I kind of want to keep my weapon, so I guess we'll do sleight of hand. Well, real quick, what level are we at? 4. Dwarven Blunderbuss is level 2, so I guess we'll do transmutation. Get 2 shield or a new spell or more amnesia. More amnesia, please. I know we might be, you know, cutting it close, but you know, I'm sort of just that kind of guy, ain't I? Specialist, sure, or we'll take specialist. So our mana pools are actually like quite low now. No, we're still at 100 actually. Like, our lowest one is at 100, so like it's not that much worse than it would have been. Okay. I mean, I tend towards dryness, you know, chapstick, or body-wise, just my body in general tends towards dryness, you know? I don't know if it's just like my body just doesn't absorb the water too good, but like truly. All right, that should at least, you know, burn the majority of them. Yeah, pull the rest towards you. We definitely want to. You want to siphon. You know what I'm saying? But like that's like the ideal situation. You wanna end up siphoning as much as you can. All right. I just hit him with one of these. Oh wow, or miss completely. Okay, I've said this before, but the guns don't shoot straight, right? This is just weird. This would be interesting. That could be quite interesting. Meditation would also be quite good. Scavenger. All of these. Why do you always give me? You give me a bunch of bad ones, so I have to pick the worst of all evils. Then you give me a bunch of good ones, and I have to actually like make a decision in my life, and it's just not what I was asking for when I played this game, you know? Meditation to mitigate some of the, you know, and also to incentivize me doing it again in the future, you know? Because on one hand, you know, it's nice because we did lose 20 mana in all of our stats, or in all of them, period, pretty much. But now, was this HP or no? It was just a store. I totally forgot about the store in the other place. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Also, real quick, what weapon did I get? Did I get the same blunderbuss? No, I did. Wow. And it has that extra percentage. I mean, that's like the ideal situation. I don't care about that. We already have an ice weapon, so yeah. Look at us. That's actually super lucky, dude. I'm a big fan. Magic Meltdown, let them come. Oh, this is what they mean by Magic Meltdown. Hey, we dig it. Magic Meltdown. Woohoo! All right. Nah, but real quick, this is what you want right here. I think this is the ideal situation. Bang, 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 bang. You just kind of hold the button, just, you know, spray and pray. Good old-fashioned. Ooh, ooh. There we go. And then a little bit of that. Oh, these guys are. Yeah, that makes sense. Whoa! Look at that. Now that feels one kind of way right there. We got only a couple seconds left. It's not worth it. We got to go pick them all up. I was gonna try to wait for Siphon, but I don't think Siphon will come early enough. Okay. So yeah, that room was just like basically a freebie or something. I mean, not really or something. That's just 100% what it was, you know? Our mana is fine. Our HP is, well, depends on how much the mana, full mana little spring thing here actually costs, you know? How much it costs? 2? Yeah, okay, never mind. That's like more than worth it. I'm surprised. Okay. Yes. Okay, we only have the boss remaining. Let's not take unnecessary damage when we can avoid it. Just, I mean, almost every time that we take unnecessary damage. I mean, I guess that's why it's called unnecessary damage, right? You're new. Are you new? Are you new? I think you're new. Or is this the lady who shoots the laser? I think... Oh, no, I think I fought you once before. I think I fought you one time. Yes, yes, you're the one who shoots the walls. Oh, okay. I did not see those guys in there. Okay, wait for it all to come out. We need to at least do this too, right? So we can pull the rest in. Exactly, exactly. Get a whole bunch of free stuff. Whoa, rude. I forgot that they still attack while they're invincible. Okay, so that thing is just so large. Your big explosion business is just so large that I don't even know, like, unless I'm like at the exact frame that you start. Oh wow, bad timing. At the exact frame that you're about to do it, unless I like start running away in the opposite direction, like straight up shift sprinting, I feel like I can't really adequately get out of the way of something like that. Spellslinger. I'm looking at Spellslinger. This is pretty good, but it's just like 2 Spellslinger. It's just like Spellslinger or something else, I guess. But it's also a chosen weapon, so that's like worse. We'll go for Specialist, but like I think the chosen weapon one is a little worse because we're kind of switching and dropping weapons like at the drops of hats. How we doing? Our accuracy is not super great. Not super great. Yeah, but anyway, the anime that I was talking about that I wanted to bring up that I forgot about before is what is the English? It's, you know, it's one of those long named ones. It's based on a light novel, I think. Level 6. I wish. But I can't in good conscience. Not until I can replace the staff that I currently have. So I guess if we get Heretic, I will do that. Lower spell usage. Ooh. Oh, and these guys are weak to this, so. Yeah. Let them burn. Oh, okay, that did hurt me. Let them burn. Oh, all right. There's a lot of these dudes. I mean, they seem to do a pretty penny as far as damage goes. Also, okay. There we go. Just kill them all. Hope that they burn to death. And it looks like they are doing exactly that. Ooh, I just learned something new just now. It turns out that you can dash while doing your right click on this thing. So you can like kind of, you can maneuver very deftly. Or at least more deftly than I first thought, right? Please, stop hitting me. I don't think I went for speed, did I? Oh, I hope I did, but I don't think that I did. No, I went for scavenger. Yep, I remember. I was like, yeah, we need to get stronger faster. But yeah, the name is hard to remember. Long, light novel translated into, made into a manga, made into an anime name. I think it's like, what if the weakest guy from Last Dungeon Boonies came into town or something like that. I'll put the actual name on there, maybe put the picture just so like if you actually do care, you can find out, because I'm doing a horrible job of describing it. But the premise is essentially there's a character who is the main character is essentially from like the last town, from the town that's right before where like the Demon King is. Like it would be like if you're playing like Pokemon and like it was the town right before the like Victory Road. Although depending on the Pokemon game, that might not necessarily be the last town, because like in the first one is Victory Road is like off of like the first town that you actually show up at, which is like honestly the most unique, one of the more unique things about like that, because I feel like in all the other entries that's no longer the case, right? Like if like the first game, yeah, you don't actually end up you actually like see where Victory Road is and where like the Elite Four, the Pokemon League, is. But in the other ones, like it's usually like close to the end that you actually see that kind of stuff. But yeah, essentially, main character is from the town that's like right before the final boss. The town where, you know, where they would sell all the best gear, the best items, all that stuff. That's where he was born, that's where he lives. And it's the town where all the heroes, like, you know, the people who were going on the adventure to stop the Demon King, the Demon Lord, or wherever their name might be in this, you know, iteration of the story. But those guys, they beat the Demon Lord, and instead of heading all the way back to their hometown, or, you know, all of them separating, because, you know, you pick up party members as you go. So instead of, you know, all of them separating, they were like, you know what, let's actually just, like, live together and, like, start a town. And they do that, and, you know, it's the town of Kunlun. And this little guy is from that town, but he's the weakest person in his town, you know. All the members of the town are way stronger than him. But at the end of the day, because they are all like the strongest people got together and had babies and created a civilization, like a small little countryside town. So they are like, their metric for strength and weakness is a little skewed from, you know, the regular person. So despite him being so terribly weak in his town, he's still like eons stronger than anyone else in any other place on the planet, essentially. And like his like the town leader, or the town elder, I think it's the elder, or something like that. The mayor, essentially, is this like old lady who's like a little girl, you know, anime ass shit. She's like a little girl, but she's an old lady in actuality. My reconciliation for that is like, you know, she's so strong that like she just doesn't age. But yeah, she's like, you know, all the members of the town can use like ancient runes, which are like an ancient forgotten magic that if used incorrectly can like destroy the planet. But they all just use them for like mundane everyday things, like, you know, doing the laundry and like hanging out your clothes and stuff. Because, you know, when you have that much power, you just kind of use it for wherever you want. So, you know, it's a comedy. I mean, that's an important thing to mention. It's not really played for like intensity or like realism. It's more just like, you know, it's a lot of situational comedy. The main character, he doesn't actually realize that he's super strong. So if you're one of the people who don't enjoy that whole like overpowered but like not aware that they're overpowered kind of trope, because it's kind of like One Punch Man, in which case, like, there are no actual problems. The only problem is, like, how can we get this character to the place where they can solve the problem? But, you know, in this case, he doesn't actually know that he's so strong. He actually thinks that he's weak, because he was the weakest one in his town, but he doesn't actually realize that people in other towns are just much weaker than everyone in his town. So he still believes that the people that he just meets are even stronger than him anyways. What do we want? War Cry? I think now's a good time for it. So he's, you know, Lots of comedy of him being like, "Oh, thank you guys so much for saving me," and they're like, "Nah, dude, we can like people can like tell just by being warriors that like some warriors are like, oh, that dude is like actually insanely strong. Like he doesn't look like it, but he must be some sort of like monster, like freaking experiment. Why is he so strong? And like how come he's like acting like he isn't? You know, that sort of thing. But it's funny. It's got some good gags, some good jokes. It's not super horny, which is just check that off as like as a nice plus. Not overly horny. It's it's anime, and like it's like seasonal anime, so there's still a little bit of that in there. And there's still a little bit of like women in like lingerie. The elder lady I was talking about like creeps on the main character, even though the main character is a child and she's like, I don't know, 400,000 years old or some shit. So it's a little weird. That's like probably my least favorite part of the show. Is like I'm always just like, dude, stop it. He's a child and you're an adult woman. Even if you look like a kid, you're still an adult woman. You can't just can't just do that. You can't just act that way. Okay, that's just a lot. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, this is a good way to do this, because that'll at least burn most of them. How many of them are even left? Look at all these things, dude. Look at all of these guys. Oh, I can heal myself too. I guess I wasn't that close to death. Oh my gosh. Our attack speed is also pretty good too, but I mean, I was engrossed in trying to adequately describe this show, and I didn't even realize I was out here freaking fighting every enemy that has ever existed in this game at the same time. You know what I'm actually most surprised about? I'm most surprised that the game is running so well despite this, because like for real, normally when we get that many enemies on screen, my game just starts to freaking do all sorts of, it starts to cough horribly and be like, my GPU is very sick. Okay. More scholar or amnesia? Amnesia or specialist? I think we're gonna forego amnesia just this once. Are we though? I mean, look, 116. Like we're fine. We can definitely afford it. We can do meditation. We can do heretic now. All right. And then sleight of hand. Oh, these all suck, dude. These all suck. These are all bad. Oh, we got lightning. Interesting. Okay, so now we actually do have incentive to head back, and this is the perfect path to do so. We got to fight a couple of enemies. Oh, come on. You can stand on top of this, can't you? No, why game? Why do this? Oh, we need ice to properly fight some of these guys. Wow. I didn't think he was still going to hit me because I thought it was at the end of his animation. No, those guys are not strong to fire despite being weak to ice. Ow, frick, dude. Yeah, just keep attacking, hoping that one of them, yep, exactly, one of them explodes and allows you to kill the other one as a result. Okay. Well, that worked. That actually worked. Oh no, we can actually use this. This is the one with the most ammo left in there. Ammo left in the tank. All right, let's head back to this first area. We can switch to this weapon, which I notoriously dislike because it feels so underpowered. But it is level 6 right now, so that's like pretty good. Oh no, I didn't want to see what the special ability was. I read like a sentence of it. Something about fire rate. I'm pretty sure what it said, because you know when like you read something but like you don't actually process it, but then like in the future you do process it. Yeah, like in real time, like your brain kind of reconciles and is like, what was I just reading? What did I just look at? Okay, that's one way to do that. All right, and then pull the rest. Oh, there we go. That's how you do that. Nice. I think that might have been our last use. But I mean, we have a pretty good amount of barriers, so I'm not too worried, I guess. I hope it wasn't our last use. I hope we have at least one for the boss. Okay. Remember when we walked into something and we walked into one of these and it shot us and we died? Good times. I really love that kind of thing, you know? Really just, that's what I hope for in any game I'm playing, is just kill me for being careless. I don't even know if I'm being real honest or like I'm like joking when I say that. I mean, hey. Depends on the game also. Honestly, that's what I'm looking for this channel right now, is I want to find a game that is like interesting to watch, obviously, like that's like a prerequisite. Like I feel like you can't Oh, I didn't mean to miss that. Oh, that dude has a sword. Okay, run past them, run past them. Did we get the other ones? I wonder. Okay, no, let's use this. These guys are not, they're not the, there we go, didn't kill in one hit either. Man, my aim is so bad. But yeah, I want to find a game that's like, you know, chill enough that I can, you know, maintain a conversation and like keep my train of thought going as I play. Because very often, especially like games like these, where, you know, you gotta actually like be good to win, right? This ain't a game, this ain't the kind of game where like you can kind of just do whatever you want and win anyway. You actually have to have like some modicum of like, you know, execution and, you know, planning, strategy, you know, just being good. The whole get good. Whatever makes you good, you know, execution, planning, all that sort of things. You need that for this to work out well. There's two of you? Oh, there you are. No. There we go, and then pull the rest towards you. Let's choose a perk for our level. Spell Slinger. Oh, but Scavenger. Golden Weapon is not important to us anymore. Scavenger or Spell Slinger? What do you guys think? What floor are we on? I feel like we're almost done. So like, I don't know if Scavengers. Whoop! I was a little careless there. I don't know if Scavenger is really what we need. Stone Skin. Sure. Take less damage. Why not? Freezing Hail. Wait, what level is it? Level 5. We already have a level 6 ice weapon. We ain't gonna worry about that right now. Yep, I did remember that time. Yeah, there we go. Our brain is actually working. But yeah, the kind of game that I can just like play. Also, I mean, I would kind of, because you know I have been playing pretty much only roguelites so far. You know, I want to try something that is perhaps a little bit more story focused. You know, something that we can, you know, experience together in a more communal sense and less of like a I'm playing a game, and more like, you know, we're experiencing a situation together. You know, I'm an artist, you know, I do appreciate that sort of thing, even though I might act like, oh wow, a much worse Frostbow. Look at that. What a wonderful, wonderful time this has been. But yeah, even though I might act like I'm not, and like I do say I don't care about stories and roguelites pretty much every single time a story is even mentioned, but otherwise, if the story is like, you know, a big part, I'll definitely give it a go. Come on, come on. Yes. Oh yes, dude. Oh, the haste didn't even matter because now we got like 5 levels of it for free. Well, not for free, but for very little, like for almost nothing. Yo, that's wonderful. That is actually incredible. 25% increase in speed is so gigantic if you actually think about it. Can you imagine if you were suddenly 25% faster than you normally are? That would feel so so much different. That's such a big increase, dude. All right, it's the immortal person, Citra, the immortal. I remember you. I made you a thumbnail one time. I do make my thumbnails myself, so you know the general skill level in them is not necessarily the highest in the world, but you know, I'm but a mortal man with a mortal plan, who mortal can do what he damn well pleases. And also, like, I mean, you know, you try my best. How come you dropping stuff like that already? Oh, how did I get cursed? I must have gotten hit by one of your sickles. Also, I would like, yeah, I think actually aiming might do a lot for us right now, because also not getting close to this dude, because it seems that they like transport themselves or teleport whenever you. Oh, well, there's another one. Whenever you get too close, they disappear. But I mean, as far as like what I think would be a good choice, why is my damage suddenly so low there? Did you see that? I was doing like, oh, maybe because it was like in the process of doing its special like ability thing where it creates the totem. That's my like literal only guess. Okay, we're basically out of ammo for that. All right. Nope. You gotta actually aim. Don't forget. Oh, I thought I split the difference there. Yeah, I feel like my damage is lower now. Okay. And just, oh, giving us 2 now. Alright, please, I'd like all of you guys to disappear. Also, our HP is apparently lower than I thought. Oh, perhaps we actually did have another use, and the only reason I wasn't able to use it was because I was at full health before. Eat the rest, get a little bit of extra oomph, extra something something for the road, and this is pretty much like game, right? This boss is so much easier than pretty much all the other ones. I mean, I've never had trouble with this boss. I've only had trouble with like all the other flying bosses. Generally have a lot of trouble with. Okay, I hope this is the last floor. Okay. The Ziggurat trial every 10 years. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. There might be something like that showing up in the near-ish future. Who knows? Who knows what the future will bring? Level 5 Hellish Ember. Better than a level 4 Hellish Ember, I think. So, I feel like that's not a problem. Simple linear upgrade. No. Oh, you know what else you know what else I want to play on this channel? I want to play freaking Risk of Rain 2. I have played like a criminally small amount of that game. I think I'm pretty sure I kickstarted Risk of Rain, right? So I played that game so much. Hundreds of hours in the original Risk of Rain. Like, I loved it a lot of fun, great time to be had. Never really did the co-op much, but a lot of just playing that game. I remember, I think it was either my freshman or sophomore year of college, like skipping class, skipping class and just playing that game, like the underachiever I so woefully was, at least for the first couple of years of college. And you know, so I definitely want to get the second of that, the second entry in there, because it's an awesome game. Like, I've played very little of it, but what I've played, I've been like, this is great, this is awesome. I did play on the Switch, which was like probably, like, in my opinion, the like worst way to play that game, because like it'll tell me if it's the final floor. Good. What? Oh, there's the door. Yeah. So I definitely want to get that going at some point. And perhaps putz around with it in the future. I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll make it a series. Maybe we won't. Level 5. I would still keep this, even though it's not level 6. I think this is better. For the type coverage. For the type coverage, yeah? I actually don't want to fill up my mana, because, like, using a siphon to fill up my mana is, like, a better... So, obviously, I've thrown away the whole, you know, pronunciation thing for mana. I think just saying mana is simpler. I would have to, like, pause to, like, make sure that I'm just pronouncing it correctly to say mana, and I ain't got that kind of time, you know what I'm saying? We gotta streamline the process. Oh, okay. Hello. Way more enemies have suddenly appeared. No? Okay. Go out here. Go ahead and kill all of them. Nice. I at least should have, like, tried to... Oh, you're arcane. Yeah, I definitely want you to be dead as ASAP. I also did not want to get hurt by you, because I feel like you probably do more damage than any other enemy, because you're like some sort of elite. We got ice. No, we got ice. Yeah, we got ice. No, we got ice, dude. Oh! No, I missed. There you go. I thought I killed you. No. Come on, aim correctly, my friend. Oh, hello. Didn't mean to... Oh, no, I'm immune to friendly fire. I forgot. Wonderful. Alright. I have low mana, though, so let's switch. Let's also do that. That'll give us some extra, right? Oh, we have conduit, so that's even, like, even extra-er. I even forgot about that myself. Ow. Ow. Stop. Jeez. Oh, no, we tried. I'm bad at... I mean, I've already said that. I'm not super great at FPSs anyway, so I don't know why like the second thing I decided to do on this channel was play an FPS game. Although technically it's not the second thing. I definitely have all those previous videos. I mean, I guess honestly, what have I been saying? The first game that I ever played on this channel was technically a story-based, story-focused game. That being, you know, Mega Man Battle Network. And I was planning on playing through all of them. Obviously, didn't end up happening. I might someday, maybe, probably not. I'll be completely honest, Bob. Probably not. I mean, I might just play One Step from Eden and just like kind of, not necessarily skip the middleman, or just kind of just circumvent the actual goal. Because I feel like, you know, One Step from Eden is like the, you know, the spiritual successor, if not just the homage to the Battle Network games. Which, if you haven't played, I would still recommend playing like one of the later ones. I don't think that any of them are bad, although some are definitely better than others. I mean, the first one is like the least, what's the word? Least, I mean, it's not, I was gonna say least interesting, but not necessarily interesting, but the least, as far as the least mechanically interesting. That's the word. We did it. English, we speak it. The only language we speak. Even though I'm from Africa and I lived in an African country where we speak many languages and my family speaks various other languages, I myself speak one. Only one. I mean, that's honestly like, I wouldn't say like it's one of the biggest regrets of my childhood, but it's definitely something that I think about, you know, because like, despite the fact that, you know, I speak English like fine, right? I don't speak English like horribly. I might sometimes, you know, forget what word I'm trying to use. But, you know, I have a fairly good command of the English language. But, you know, I definitely wish that I knew I could speak Yoruba, which is the native language of my people. I wish I could speak it. I wish I could understand it also. I mean, just like one of the two, like I'll take anything really at this point. Because like, yeah, you know, I've never really been able to understand it either. And like being the last of four children in my family, as in like siblings wise, at the time I was born, we were pretty Americanized, and you know, so I ended up not learning it, even though my other older siblings definitely speak it, either like completely or at just the very least just more than I do, you know? What are these guys weak to? You poison boys. What are you weak to? You're weak to freaking, oh, my damage potential has been lowered, muchly. Okay, a little dodgy, a little dangerous. Okay, so yeah, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing this. And there's only 2 obelisks. Okay, so that's actually not that bad. Oh boy, I didn't see you there. Didn't see you there, okay. I hope there's no enemies behind me, but knowing my luck, there probably is one about to flank me right now. Nope. Okay, go past those guys and then just destroy this thing. Go ahead before they start spawning. Climb! Okay. And then this is the last bit. Oh, hello, you're stuck there. I just noticed you were a little indisposed. Oh boy. There we go. Simple and clean. Simple and clean. Y'all remember? So minus 9% or movement speed. 10% movement speed, so we got 35% movement speed. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Or damage. Less damage in general. And it's also HP, so we're gonna go for that. Despite the fact that, you know... And I don't think there was really a wrong answer for that one there, huh? Well, quick. Alright, this floor is gigantimous. Alright, come on. How many more rooms are there? Yep, this guy is a hasty boy, but I'm also like, you know... Ow, I swear. Okay, I didn't even see you there. Well, obviously you saw me. That's something about this game that is a little unfortunate, at least in my humble opinion, is, you know, enemies, they like know you're there when you can't possibly know they're there. Which is just like a gaming thing in general, you know? It's like an AI thing, I guess. But, you know, sometimes I wish that, you know, they wouldn't be, like, aiming and ready to fire when I'm turning a corner, and by the time I've turned the corner, they've let the bullet out, and it's, like, perfectly aimed to hit me in the current trajectory that I'm going, you know? Oh, come on. Oh, I'm immune to friendly fire. I remember now. Yep. There we go. Yes. Oh yeah, and we have that firing speed upgrade there. Ow. No, still got a little bit left. And we got a couple of enemies left too. I'm surprised you walked past it, right? Okay. So, we have, I mean, this is, like, I don't know. I feel like the Ziggurat challenge is much easier than actually playing, like, a level 5 area, you know, a level 5 path. Or like a level 4 path, because we haven't even unlocked level 5 or level 4, I don't think. I think we only have level 3. But I might be wrong at this point. But yeah, this is much easier. Like way, way, way easier. I guess Scavenger was a little late. A little too too late. Alright. Oh, it's a shepherd, so let's go ahead and make sure that we take care of it first. Focus that down. That way we don't have to worry too much about the other enemies. Alright, so I'm gonna go for these guys, because anything that gives you movement downgrade is like not my friend, right? Like that! Okay. Please die. Alright. No, real quick. Hit you with that, hit you with that, hit you with that. Alright. So on this side we are mostly clear, right? Mostly clear, so we can kind of be a little, oh, nice. Now's a good time for this. Let's just, yes, aim for all the guys that are not ice, right? Oh, it's gone. Oh, okay. It's a shepherd. We gotta kill him. Gotta kill him. Oh, dude, did you see that? All 3 of them came at the exact same time. That was bonkers, dude. Okay. Woo! Woo! We are moving and shaking right now. Ow, that's unfortunate. All right, most of the enemies are these icemen, and oh wow, I actually like moved in my chair, man. I don't know. I used to be like exactly the kind of person I was, you know. I was the kind of kid who, like, when playing video games, I'd be like jumping, freaking spinning. I mean, not literally spinning, because then you're gonna get the controller cord all around yourself. So that's like very, very, very inefficient. So I would never do that. But you know, I would be like jumping, moving to the side, being like, "Oh, I'm hurt," and like, you know, just I was a dramatic kid. You know, makes sense that I would decide to be an actor at that point. See, this is the exact reason why I hate these guys. Okay, just pull that stuff towards you. It's not worth it. Just kill these guys, and then you can. Oh, the firing speed upgrade actually applies like all the way. I thought it would only apply to the weapon that you were using. Also, we can heal ourselves. Don't forget that. I want to look at what it gets at level 4. I want to. This is the only one, okay, guys? Only one. More health restored from potions and more health recovered in general. So that might be one of the reasons why we're doing so well. Give me a blessing. Oh, I mean, that's fine. Like, that's like fine. At this point, I would like honestly rather fight the boss and then just like leave this be. But I want to be strong. I want to be the strongest I can be. I mean, I feel like it's just like it's like my Metroidvania soul that is like just the reason why anytime I play a game like this, there's like no version of me playing a game like this where I would not explore every room that is available. Even if it's like not at all useful, even if there's like nothing of worth in there, I'll do it. Just cause like, I don't know, man, it feels right. Seeing the filled out map just sends just a tiny bit of that dopamine into the brain. You know what I'm saying? I would feel wrong if I didn't do it. Yeah. And you know, if like in Rogue Legacy, that used to be a bit of a problem because I would just be out there like dying and like losing all of my armor, losing all of everything because I'm just trying to clear out a bunch of areas that don't really matter. So Warlock is pretty good. Specialist would be pretty good as well. Transmutation doesn't matter to me. So it's between these two, right? What would we take? Warlock or Specialist? This means we can use that thing longer. Capacity is also higher. I wonder what it chose. It chose spell. I was afraid of the wood. And it did. Look at that spell mana, dude. It's wild. Okay. Nothing else here. Oh, there's still a bit to go. I don't think there's a magic door in this area, in this floor, on this floor. But we'll find out one way or the other. Oh yeah, we didn't even have the Guardian Seal. We couldn't have fought the boss right away anyways. Oh, don't get shot. I almost did. Okay. But yeah, nowadays I'm definitely more of a more measured. Oh no, I lied. I was wrong. Definitely a magic door. It's literally right there. But yeah, I'm definitely a more measured, discreet gamer now. You know, I can, you know, keep the body in the same relative position, you know, within reason. I mean, if things do get a little crazy, I will still, you know, fidget around a little bit. But I used to be that way about everything, you know. Like I said, I'm a hard eye for the introvert. I am, you know, I tend to spend a lot of time by myself. I also tend to daydream a lot. I mean, you know, it's a combination of being introverted, having, you know, ADD, and various other things. So, you know, I kind of, well, stop healing yourself, bud, and then pull all that towards you. That's nice, right? You like to look at that. But so, you know, when I was younger, I would daydream, but, you know, I get too into it, for lack of better words, you know. You know, I'd have like a daydream about something happening, and I'd like physically act it out as it was happening, which would, you know, draw some weird looks from people, like when I was in school and stuff. Is this a shop? Okay. Is this a Hellish Ember level 5? We already have a Hellish Ember level 5, don't we? We do. Okay. Just more health from potions. I mean, it might come in handy. This might come in handy. It's a little bit of a waste. Honestly, how much was that? Oh no. I wasn't looking at our coins, but I'm pretty sure we had way more coins than we currently do. That's bad. We maybe made a mistake. Oh, also. Double also? Is this just like a freaking free one? Love the taste of that. Just my own words, egg, all of it. It's on my face. And it's tasty. That's why I did it, because I like the taste of eggs, okay? Just don't mention it ever again. Alright, let's get this over with and done. Oh yeah, also, by the way, I mean, we can close out with this, but in the episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that I was talking about, the season 9 anime I've been watching, I was talking about So I'm a Spider, So What, which was like one of my favorite reads of like the year that I read it. I think it was like 2018 or 2017. Might have been 2017 now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it was either it was like around that time, right? I loved that read. I loved it. It was like really fun, kind of interesting. No, I mean, really interesting, I guess. It would suck if it was only kind of interesting. But yeah, it was really fun. A good watch, or a good read, not really a good watch. I mean, you watch it, but you also like read. You watch the words, you read it. I didn't mean to hit R. And watching it again, kind of, I don't think the anime can be good. Like, not good. I think it can be good, but I don't think that anime could ever be great. For like various reasons. One of which is, you know, they decided to go with CG. The CG isn't bad. The CG is like, you know, it's like passable, pretty well done as far as like CG in anime goes, because, you know, there's a wide range. You can get some pretty gnarly, bad stuff out there, but it's not terrible, right? But it's not as good a watch as it is a read. That was like one of the first things that I thought when I actually started watching it. So I mean, when I knew it was coming out with an anime, I was really excited. When I found out it was going to be CG, I was a little bummed out, but like looking at it, I was like, it looks fine. And then when I watched the first episode, I was like, okay, it's like, oh, look at this dude. I was afraid he was going to jump over it, but he actually didn't. But I was also wondering if he's going to get stuck up there. That'd be ideal. But the problem lies in the format, because that kind of show, So I'm a Spider, So What, is like pretty largely dependent on like the gamification of the world that they live in, you know? Because I mean, this doesn't matter, right? Let's do that. So like, because the world itself is sort of gamified. There's a status window. The character has stats, and they like go up, and they're like, oh, this thing leveled up to like level 2, and like you like get to like understand that kind of stuff. So when you're reading it, you see the panel, their status panel, and you can just like read it and absorb the information. But if you're watching it, they can only show that frame for so long, right? And like it's scrolling by, it's in Japanese because like the show is in Japanese, and like they try to translate it on the side into English. So the format is just sort of muddy and hard to absorb. So for that specific reason, I don't think the show can be great, essentially. All right, but anyways, that's going to do for today's episode. We've unlocked some fun stuff to play around with in the future. Pretty much one of everything. And a perk that we'd never seen before, that switcheroo right here. What does it do? Cool, interesting. pretty interesting. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, everybody, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this one, you can hit the subscribe button. Once again, as always, I hope you're all having very wonderful days today, and I hope this might have done something to make your day a teeny tiny bit better. Stay safe out there, and as always, have a good one.